How do you say I sound like?
You sound like a news reporter.
Okay, let me try again. Welcome to the Yessy's Designs Knitting Podcast, episode 17. If this is the first time that you're here, my name is Yessy. I am the maker and the designer behind Yessy's Designs, and I welcome you to this knitting podcast where usually I show you my works in progress, finished pieces, maybe places that I knitted, maybe some things that we did with the family that were fun, and beautiful surroundings every now and then. But this episode is a little different, and you might know that if this is not the first time that you are here. Usually I record my episodes in my studio in our home in Connecticut, but today we are actually on a trip to Canada. So right now we are at the Erie Canal. It's a beautiful, peaceful surroundings. As you can tell, blue skies. There is a very warm and nice breeze. And it's just a lovely, lovely place. I'm gonna show you in a moment a little footage of how the canal looks like. And if you don't know, my husband and I, we lived in Canada for a while. My husband, he's Canadian citizen. So we lived there for a while, but this is the first time that we are bringing our kids to Canada. So we're gonna go to the falls. We're gonna go to Toronto. We're gonna visit some friends. So in this episode, I am hoping to show you beautiful surroundings, places that I brought my projects to work on, and I'm gonna share everything that I can about that on this episode. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. If this is again the first time that you're here, I hope that if you take the time to look back to previous episodes that you also enjoy them as well. So for this episode, I brought 3 knitting projects. I don't think they're gonna be finished pieces, but in time I'm gonna show you the yarns and I'm gonna show you the projects that I work on, and my Rhinebeck sweater is also here. So I might be able to finish the body by the next time I show you another clip from our trip to Canada, and I hope that you enjoy this episode. I'll see you soon. So we just arrived to Canada, and look at the beautiful view that we have from our hotel. Niagara Falls in all of its glory. So we cannot wait to see the night show, to go for a walk, to show the kids a few places that we used to go to. The last time we were here, it was about 15 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that, and we are just so excited to go down memory lane with our children. Now after that, I'm hoping to come back when everybody's in bed or something like that, and I'm gonna be working on my current whip. Let me show you which one it is. So I am working with this yarn. I do not remember what brand it is. I think I left the label at my studio back home, but I purchased this yarn at Webb's when we went a few months ago in Massachusetts, and I am working on a Magdalena beanie. Look how beautiful these cables look. So if you're not familiar with the Magdalena beanie, this is a folded brim beanie that features 2 different cables, and I am making so many of these pieces because I am getting ready for markets. So far I have 3 markets this year, and this is hands down my #1 bestseller along with the Mary hat. So I'm gonna make a lot of these, a lot of Mary hats, rich beanies. All the cable beanies are very, very, very loved, but this one is the one that people like the most. So I am just excited to see this yarn with all these different colors and the pretty cables. So I'm gonna be sitting here later enjoying the beautiful views of the falls. So I'll come back later, maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. Let's see where we are gonna go, and I'll try to show you more footage of our trip to Canada with our kids this year. See you later. Hi, this is day 2 of our trip to Canada, and we woke up again to these beautiful views of the falls. Last night we toured the city, we went to a few places. Today we're gonna stay here and continue touring Niagara Falls and take the kids to some fun places. So that's what we have planned today. We're just gonna go with the flow and go to as many places as we can. Now today I am gonna be working on my Rhinebeck sweater, so I'm gonna show you progress on it. I already divided the body and the sleeves, and I am loving the contrast between these two colors. There is a section, if you can see a little bit in here, that the color is similar to the contrasting color, so there is some low contrast areas in this sweater, but nevertheless it is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I still have a few ways to go. I like my sweaters to be on the longer side, and I'm gonna be wearing these with pants, jeans, skirts. So I really, really want this to be as long as possible. And let's see. So I have enough yarn. Instead of purchasing the recommended yarn, I purchased an extra skein because I know I want my sleeves longer and I want my body longer. But this is it. Now this sweater is traveling places, and I'm so excited to work on it. If you're going to Rhinebeck, let me know in the comments below. I'm also gonna link the description to the 2 yarns that I'm working on the description below. They were both purchased at Stars Hollow Yarns, my local yarn store. So now one of the things that I'm gonna tell you now is that my daughter chose already the pattern that she wants with her for her sweater. She chose the same, Finley by Olga Putano Designs. She was in between 2 other sweater designs, one that is full of cables and the other one is another Fair Isle sweater. But when she saw how this one is looking, she decided to go with this one. So we went to Stars Hollow Yarns. We purchased we purchased the main color for her sweater. I had in my stash the contrasting color. You're gonna see that most likely in the next episode 18. So I'm gonna include now footage of whatever it is that we are gonna be doing today. So I hope that it's fun. I hope that the kids have a great day, and we are just again so happy to be here with them. In the meantime, as everybody gets ready, I'm gonna continue working on my Finley sweater for Rhinebeck by Olga Putano Designs. See you later. Unbelievable. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Show the falls. Okay, it's happening. You can see the falls from here. Can you put the falls over there for a little bit? It is not as scary as I thought it would be, even though I'm still a little nervous, but it's much better than I thought. So this is my extreme knitting for the day or the month or the year. This is it. Look at the falls again from here. I did it! I didn't think I was gonna do it, but I did it! Today we are on Niagara on the Lake. It's a beautiful, beautiful town. At some point in these couple of days that we're gonna be here, I'm gonna share some footage of how the town looks like and some shops on the inside, and I'm gonna share with you some fun facts about Niagara on the Lake. I'll see you soon, and maybe this evening I'll bring my current project. I don't have anything with me right now because mostly what we are gonna do today is just walking and walking and walking. Niagara-on-the-Lake was established in 1779 as a supply depot for British Loyalist forces. In 1813, it was destroyed by fire. Today you can see that many of the buildings have been rebuilt or restored to resemble their original appearance. Throughout Niagara-on-the-Lake, you can see many different kinds of shops. One is just cuter than the other, and they are all different. This shop is just about hats. They showed you how the hats were made, and they have quite a variety of pieces. We went twice to this shop. We love to try all the different kinds of hats on, and at the end, we chose a couple. Mine, you're gonna be able to see maybe in a future episode. And it's one of the hats that I think I'm gonna be wearing mostly during fall. My husband and my son, they really love trying all the different kinds of hats. I loved how my husband looked with a hat that is very similar to Indiana Jones. Bakeries. There are quite a few bakeries in Niagara-on-the-Lake. We tried so many different things. My daughter, of course, chose the cutest cookie from them all. And we sat down in a lot of the benches. One of the things that we enjoyed is that there are quite a few benches available for us to rest, and everything is just so beautiful, so clean. As you can see, they really take seriously the flower arrangements throughout the streets, and every local shop, they had their own arrangements. My son especially loved this coffee shop. Quite a different kinds of coffees, there were different kinds of teas, and we could get a few pieces to bring home as gifts to relatives. It was very tempting to get so many of the pieces. We had to exercise a lot of self-control. Look how pretty these shops are on the outside. This is one of the favorite bakeries that we also visited. Most of the pieces or the delicacies that they had were made out of maple. So we tried quite a few, and they were all delicious. This is one of the favorite shops that I visited. As you can see, they have Fair Isle socks, beautifully made. Another shop where I had to exercise a lot of self-control. Look at all of these beauties. But I left with a piece. You're gonna see that in a second. My daughter loved all these little sheep. The name of the shop is Irish Design. And everything is so well curated in this shop. So now you're gonna see the piece that I brought. I just could not leave the shop without it. We went back to the hotel and then came back in the evening just to take a look at the beautiful views that Niagara-on-the-Lake has. In the evening, it's a different atmosphere. Everything feels so beautiful and so much more elegant in the evening with all the lights and the flowers. As you can see, there are not that many people walking in the evening, so we really took our time walking everywhere we could all over again. Hi, today we are in Oakville, Ontario, and the last couple days we have been going down memory lane with the children, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful place. My husband and I used to come here very often when we live in one of the nearby cities, We would ride our bicycles here, we would go for walks, and today at the marina, we are just enjoying the park that they have by the marina, the views of the marina, and just this beautiful day. It's been raining on and off, very windy. We are under storm watch for later today. So right now we are just trying to take in all the different views, all the little places that we used to go to, and I have a few minutes just to sit down and knit. So I am still working on the body of my Rhinebeck sweater, and I was trying it on as I was working on it. Not block it, I did the ribbing, and then when I tried it on, I just wanted it a little bit longer. So I took the ribbon away, and I am now knitting the body. I think I'm going to add a couple more inches because it was not as long as I was expecting to, but it is looking very lovely. I'm loving the fit otherwise. I might be done with the body this evening. Let's see. But that's all that I have for right now. I have another project that I'm working on, the Magdalena beanie, but I'm gonna use that project to work when we are maybe in the car, or I don't know. For now, I just want to finish with the body of the sweater. So this yarn, it is very lovely, even though it's just tucking it in the round. It doesn't feel boring at all because look at these different colors that come in this pattern. One of the things that I've been looking for now that we are here in Canada is pants that might match this sweater for when we go to Rhinebeck. So I've been trying on green pants, rusty oranges, mustard colors, but I haven't found it quite yet. So I'm on the lookout for something that matches the sweater. So I'm gonna ask my son to show you another view of the marina, and I will come back at another time. Well, we moved locations. We were outside in the marina. Now we are inside at this lovely ice cream shop. It's called Ducky's Dairy Bar. I got a peach sorbet, and I'm gonna enjoy it in just 1 second. But what a lovely place to knit at. I love the fact that all of us knitters, crocheters, fiber artists, we can bring our projects anywhere and just add a little bit more to whatever experience we are having. So my son is gonna show you around the shop. It's just very, very lovely. So today is our last day in Canada. I'm still working on my Magdalena beanie. It's the small project that I'm bringing in the last 2 or 3 days as we have been visiting friends, walking a lot with them, and just visiting a few places. We have been very busy but very happy to be reacquainted with a lot of our friends that we haven't seen in over 15 years. So we have had a lovely time. The kids are happy, the kids are loving it. And tonight is just the last night, and it's always the case, right? Time flies. We take some time planning, and then everything happens, and now it's time to go back to reality. I hope that you guys enjoyed this short vlog about our trip to Canada. That you could see some of the projects that I could bring in here. I could not visit any yarn store. We researched what yarn stores were in the area. We could not get to any of them, and I would have loved to go and help spread the word about yarn stores here in Canada. It was my purpose to at least purchase one skein to remember the trip in each yarn store that we were planning to go to. It didn't happen, but we have a million beautiful new memories from this trip. So I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna leave you with some extra footage of what it will be our last night here, maybe something about our way back home tomorrow. And thank you for coming along with me in this ride. I'll see you on episode 18. Thank you for being here. If you like this episode, please consider subscribing, like it, leave me a comment in here. Every comment helps to spread the word. It helps my channel a lot. My son and I, right? We had a lot of fun. This was his idea of recording this episode this way. We really had a lot of fun, and we thank you all for taking the time to watch, for support, and I'll see you next time. Happy making. Bye bye.